So, welcome back to Mateo Can Play. I'm very happy that you're here. And we're here to take a look at our deck tech. We're playing our second version of the Grixis Reanimator deck. And I actually like this build a lot better than the previous one. But let's take a quick look at what our deck does. Our deck is trying to get back an Agent of Treachery or a Drakuseth Maw Flames, which has a casting cost of 7, back from the graveyard into the battlefield, thanks to Bond of Revival with a 5 mana cost, a Connive Concoct, well, the Concoct part at least, with another 5 mana cost, or a Raven, or the Blood for Bones with a 4 mana cost. And how are we going to do this? We're going to try and get those specific creatures into the graveyard with either the Charter Courses, the Tomebound Liches, and that's pretty easy. We have the Fiblipitips in order to draw cards, and the mirror images to copy these Agent of Treacheries once they're on the battlefield. Ravenous Chupacabra will allow us to kill our opponent's pesky creatures. They sometimes really get us out of a tight spot whenever we see huge creatures that just enter the battlefield. We might even Blood for Bones the Chupacabra and then bring it back into the battlefield because it just does so well. We normally try and have the Bond of Revival bring back Drakuseths, since they will be able to attack immediately because they gain haste. And Connive Concoct, or the Concoct part, and the Blood for Bones, we try and use with the Agent of Treacheries. Mirror images, as I said, get the Agent of Treacheries copied, and then we just dump in a whole bunch of lands. I mean, as always, I'm kind of not really good with the land count, but we try and make it happen. In our previous build, we had 3 Tormenting Voices and a Quasi-Duplicate, which we cut out completely and turned it into these 4 Tomebound Liches. And we also had an extra copy of Mirror Image, which we turned into the Connive Concoct. I'm going to put in links to the previous video so that you can watch it if you really want to. I hope that you enjoy this new build, and well, let's get to the games. So, into our first game. We're going up against Stormin. And let's see, so I need one more land to be able to cast Tomebound Lich. We do have the Blood for Bones. We have no way of, well, Tomebound Lich is going to allow us to chuck the Agent of Treachery or the Drakuseth. So I think I'm going to keep this. Hopefully, okay, it seems like we're up against some sort of black aggro deck. We've got a Fiblipitip as well. Next turn, it's going to allow us to draw into a card. Hopefully, we're going to be able to draw into a third land. Okay, so right now it's a Rakdos build. And a Dreadhorde Butcher. I really don't like that. We've got the Bond of Revival for Drakuseth. Well, let's put down the Fiblipitip. And we do draw into a third land for the Tomebound Lich, chucking the Drakuseth. Hopefully, we're going to draw another land from Tomebound Lich. Hopefully you don't hear that, but my neighbor is being really horrible and banging things a lot. So let's block here so that he doesn't get the third counter on the Dreadhorde Butcher. And we'll be able to bring him down with the Death Toucher lifelink. Reassembling Skeleton, that's okay. We get the fourth land. Here's a Tomebound Lich. And let's see what we draw. Oh, Ravenous Chupacabra, I like that. So let's chuck the... I think we will chuck the Agent of Treachery this time. He comes in, I block the Dreadhorde Butcher, and what will he do? Oh, he can kill the Tomebound Lich. Okay, well, we've got the Ravenous Chupacabra. Skewer the critics, 3 damage. And he can amass? Well, we've got the 4th land, Ravenous Chupacabra, and we will kill the Lifelinker. Let's see what he does next. And I'm gonna block. Let's block the Dodger. No, you know what? Let's block the Reaver. Block, and what does he do? Nothing at all. Okay, so the 5th land. And we're gonna do a Blood for Bones. Get rid of the Chupacabra, submit 1. We will put down the Agent of Treachery, and we will bring back the Tomebound Lich. We'll take the 10th Street Dodger. Yep. Next up, well, Cavalcade of Calamity. Okay, and we will put... Why can't I get the blocks? Here we go. Block. Okay. Now, this is where it gets interesting. So we're gonna mirror image. Yeah, we're gonna mirror image the Agent of Treachery. We're going to take his Cavalcade of Calamity. We're gonna drop another island, put down the Tomebound Lich, draw Ravenous Chupacabra, and drop the Drakuseth. And everybody's gonna attack. Okay. Banehound. And does he have another Cavalcade? Nope. We will put you here and you here. So we're gonna block like this. And he reassembles the skeleton. Okay, sounds like a plan. So that's 5, 6. Let's bring back our Drakuseth. Let's everybody attack. 4 here, 3 here. Submit. Okay, 2 from the Cavalcade. And we hit him hard for down to 2. I'm gonna get rid of the Ravenous Chupacabra. Yeah, we will get rid of the Ravenous Chupacabra. We will chart a course. Okay. And what do we have in the graveyard? I think we've got him. So he lightning strikes. And he gives up. He knows what was coming. Well, we weren't able to give him a good game, but we're ranking up in Silver Tier 2 now. So the deck works really well. So this deck, I like it very much. It works really well. You know, I think it's very balanced. Maybe I could fix the land issue, but I really don't have much in the term of wild cards for lands. Okay, because of the Fiblip, I'm gonna keep this. Hopefully our first draw gives us a land, another swamp, so that we can definitely have the Ravenous Chupacabras down. Okay, well, no, it's a Bond of Revival. Is this another deck, another Cavalcade of Calamity deck? No, okay, so let's see. The Fiblip gives me a A Tomebound Lich. Hopefully I do get a third land for this guy. And what is our opponent gonna play, or is he gonna drop another land? He's either thinking about the lands or he's mana screwed, and the salt is just nope. He was just thinking about the lands. Okay, so perfect. Bring this down. Bring you down. I'm gonna get rid of well, let's see what we draw. Oh, he cast down the Tomebound Lich. A land, so we will get rid of the one Bond of Revival. Yeah, one Bond of Revival. And this guy attacks. Prebelipitip doing some work here. So we're gonna scry. And what do we get? A mirror image. That could be nice. Prebelipitip goes in for the attack, brings my opponent down to 18. One more land and I can start casting those Bonds of Revival. And what is our opponent gonna do here? Nothing at all. Okay, so Prebelipitip attacks. And it seems like he's got some sort of black control deck going. He's thinking about wasting a spell. We're just gonna end the turn here. No reason to do anything. End the turn. Oh, and an Obnixilis. This controller draws 2 cards, okay. Does 2 damage. Okay, so that was pretty brutal right there. So if there's no creature, he can't make us discard. Now, do we feel lucky? Well, let's see. We're gonna concoct. And, oh, okay, Drakuseth goes here. And then we return a creature card. Tomebound Lich. And we will discard the Agent of Treachery. And we're going to discard the Ravenous Chupacabra as well. What does our opponent have here? Liliana Dreadhorde General. Okay, I love that.
Your corpse will volunteer.
The Knight of the Even Legion. So he creates a 2/2 black zombie. Is he gonna make us destroy target creature? Okay. Okay, so here we're gonna do it this way. You know what? We've got the Drakuseth. We will just Bond of Revival a Drakuseth, and that should get rid of the whole board. And now we're gonna attack the. We're gonna attack you. One attacker. So 4, 3, 3 gets rid of his whole board, and we get rid of the Liliana.
No, this was unpleasant.
And we need to discard. So we're gonna discard a chart, of course, and a second chart, of course. Dread Presence. And lifelink. Okay, so he starts drawing. He doesn't have a good hand then. Oh, Plague Crafter. That's just mean of you. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna Bond of Revival. It seems like he does have a good amount of spells. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna Ravenous Chupacabra, kill the Dread Presence, and call it a day. Okay, we want to get rid of these two things. So you know what? We will chart a course. We will get rid of Agent of Treachery. Put down another mountain. Everybody attacks. Bring down the Tomebound Lich. We're gonna draw. What do we draw? We draw another Agent of Treachery. We're gonna chuck it. 2, 4, 6, 7. And this time around, so that's 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, let's see if we can Bond of Revival. The Drakuseth. And he murders it. Okay, so everybody attacks. I'm gonna get rid of these 2, 4, 6, 7. I'm gonna get rid of the Drakuseth. Plague Crafter. Okay. So we're gonna get rid of the Chupacabra. And here we are going to... Honestly, I don't know if there's any... So what we're gonna do is we're going to go next. Everybody attacks. Oh, we need... Oh, that's just not the one I wanted. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do is this. We're gonna Blood for Bones. Get rid of the Tomebound Lich. We're gonna bring back the Scholar of Ages, and to our hand we're gonna bring back an Agent of Treachery, and our opponent just gives up. So one more win and we go up to Silver Tier 1, I think. Going into Game 3, and we're up against no Primal. I think I can keep this because with a Charter Course I can dump the Drakuseth and hopefully draw into something better. Maybe a Swamp for the Chupacabras, but we're definitely dumping the Drakuseth. And our opponent is playing the Field of Death deck. Okay, get rid of you. Okay, don't have a turn 3 play. Hopefully we draw land into a Chupacabra. We need a swamp. And we're gonna start doing the Agent of Treachery thing. Arboreal Grazer. Perfect. So Chupacabra kills the Grazer. And well, maybe we might just hit hard enough with the Drakuseth and the Blood for Bones that we don't have to worry about this. Okay, another Grazer. We need to draw into more land so that we can take the Field of Dead. Field of the Dead. Everybody attacks. Is he gonna block? Yes, he does. No respect, man. No respect. So let's submit this guy. Bring back the Drakuseth. Bring back the Ravenous Chupacabra to the hand. And next turn we should be able to get rid of his Arboreal Grazer. So he growth spirals, doesn't put a land down. That's good for us, and he just gives up. It would have been a 2-turn clock, and we rank up into Silver 1. So that's 3 wins, 0 losses for tonight. Let's go into our next match. So for our 4th match, let's see who we're playing up against. Grimkeeper. Our 4th match. We begin with a pretty, it's not a decent hand, but at least we've got enough that we might be able to draw more lands. So we're gonna put down the Drowned Catacomb. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. And our opponent has nothing first turn. Okay, and 3rd Chupacabra. We've got Chupacabra Tron. We're gonna Fiblipithip. And what do we find? Excuse me. What do we find with Fiblipithip? A Sulphur Falls. Okay. It's another land. So that's a Knight of the Ebon Legion. Okay, so let's see. We are going to chart a course here, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. And we draw all lands, and none of them are black lands. You know what, but we need to put this down. We're going to put down the Sulphur Falls. No attacks. Are we gonna block? Nope, no blocks. Maybe we should have blocked. But anyway, so Chupacabra killed the knight. And Fiblipithip is gonna get to attack our opponent, bring him down to 19, make him sweat. And the Dread Presence, perfect. We are going to kill the Dread Presence. And we're going to attack for 3. Everybody attacks. And we're going to put down a mountain. This figure, okay. Our opponent is disfiguring our chupacabras. But you know what? We've got a Bond of Revival. And that's just gonna make him very unhappy, I guess. Because we're gonna get back a chupacabra. We're gonna kill his Rotting Regisaur. And we're gonna attack for 5. Down to 11. What does he have next? Audacious Thief. So we're going to put down our land. We've got the 7 lands for the Scholar of the Ages, but only... But you know what? We're going to do the Bond of Revival once again. Get back the Ravenous Chupacabra. Kill his Audacious Thief. And we're going to attack for 7. Down to 4. So next turn, I think we can... Oh, Eldest Reborn. So we're going to sacrifice the Fibbulipitip. And he just gives up. Okay, so that's the 4th win for tonight. 0 losses. Ludapahu is our opponent. And let's see. We've got a Blood Crypt and a Swamp. You know what? This is way too risky. No way of getting the Fibbulipitip down, so let's mulligan. Land situation much better. We can get rid of a Drakuseth, but we don't have any spells to play. And we go first. You know what? I'm gonna keep these. And we're gonna put a Drakuseth down here. Bring down the Sulphur Falls. Our opponent is gonna be playing... Okay, a Temple Garden. That's new. So let's throw our opponent off. Put down the mountain. You might think it's that counters deck. Goes for a Leaf King Druid. And we let it happen. So... a Still Leaf Champion. Okay, so it's some sort of green-white stompy deck. But lo and behold, opponent, I've got the Ravenous Chupacabra. And we're gonna kill that Leaf Steel Champion. I don't think he has a way of reviving it. Another Still Leaf Champion. So let's see. Are we going to play it safe? We're going to let it enter tapped. And you know what? We're just going to sacrifice the Chupacabra. Bring back the Chupacabra. And kill the champion once again. 2, 4, 5. So we need 2 more lands for the Drakuseth and Resplendent Angel. Okay. And an Incubation Druid. Should we play? Yeah, let's play the Tomebound Lich. Let's chuck the Drakuseth. Let's play our land. And we can't do anything. No attacks. Ashalai, Voice of Plenty. Okay, can't do anything there. And here we play the Drowned Catacomb. We've got 2, 4, 6, 7. So we're gonna play a Fibbulipitip. That's a Charter Course. I like that. But you know what? We'll just get the Drakuseth back. And everybody's gonna attack. 3 attackers. So 4 here, 3 here, 3 here, 3 here. Why won't it? Oh, because he's got light. He's got hexproof because of the Shalai. And we're just gonna submit like this. Unmute. Unmute you. And a Vivian Reed. So what does it do? Look at the top cards, reveal one,
People,
and put it into your hand, destroy target artifact or creature with flying. Okay, that was no good. Can we get another Bond of Revival? No, but we can get a Blood for Bones. Let's see. Let's go in for Sulfur Falls first. Okay, let's get rid of this swamp. Temple of Epiphany. Put the swamp down. We're going to Blood for Bones. Let's see, we've got the Drakuseth. Ravenous Chupacabra. Well, yeah, Ravenous Chupacabra, submit one. We're gonna put him on the battlefield and you in my hand. And then we attack with this guy. We attack our opponent. Is he gonna block? Nope, he does not. Yeah, we're gonna drop the swamp. We don't need another swamp.
the wilds are my shield.
So we've been. Oh, he got the ooze, and he's got enough mana to cast it. But you know what? We're gonna begin by doing. Oh, okay, he just gives up. Seems like Grixis Reanimator is doing really well in this meta right now, or at least against the opponents. And we're going up against Styx. My opponent goes first. I needed an island here for all these charter courses. If I would have had an island, I might have gone for this. But this is way too risky. We're gonna mulligan. Okay, so we've got 3 lands, a Ravenous Chupacabra, Tomebound Lich. I like this. I'm gonna keep these 6. And you know what? We're gonna dump the. Let's dump the Drakuseth. Our opponent goes first. So we bottom the Drakuseth because between the charter course and the Tomebound Lich and the second charter course, I think we can get pretty much anything we need. We're gonna put down the Blood Crypt tapped. Our opponent is playing mono red deck, but nothing to attack with, no attackers. This is odd. So we put down the Sulfur Falls and the charter course. And we're gonna get rid of one swamp. Is he gonna bolt the face? Nope, no lightning strike to the face. Third land. And what's he gonna put down? A shock to the face. Okay. And he's gonna keep up the lightning strike. When he lights up the stage, skewer the critics, and a mountain. He's gonna skewer the critics right now. With a spectacle cost. Yes, he does. He's gonna try and burn me out. So we put down the first Tomebound Lich. And let's see, we draw into an agent. Perfect. We just need another land, and we're gonna be golden. If he doesn't bring anything down, we're gonna start taking his lands away. Chandra Spitfire. Okay. So first up, this guy's gonna attack. We're gonna get rid of a Drakuseth. Next up, another Tomebound Lich. And we're gonna get rid of Fibilipithip. Yes, because if we draw land, we can do a lot of things. Okay, so he's getting aggressive here. So we've got the Agent of Treachery. And the Dreadhorde Arcanist. Okay, so we had to draw a Temple of Epiphany. So let's attack. So the triggers, the first one, we get rid of a Ravenous Chupacabra. Second one, perfect, we get rid of the Temple of Epiphany. Now we put this guy down and you know what, we're just gonna go with the surefire play. Get rid of the Chandra Spitfire. First strike and trample. Okay, so what is he gonna get? I light up the stage. He draws 2 lands. Perfect. We're gonna block you here. Defender. Okay, so here we will. Yeah. Everybody's gonna attack. So let's see, the first guy gives me a Blood for Bones, so let's get rid of a Charter Course. And the second one gives me a Mirror Image, so let's get rid of a Charter Course. And here we will Blood for Bones, a Tomebound Lich, submit. Let's get back. You know what? Let's just get back the agent like we said we would. Why can't I? New browser, agent of treachery, and we're gonna put the Ravenous Chupacabra back to the hand. We're gonna take you. Deals 1 damage to me, and then just gives up. Perfect. That's our 6th win of the night, and we're back into gold 4. Excellent. This has been an excellent night. I really hope you enjoyed the deck, and I will see you next time.